This is Created Eating Grid. Join us as we play Dungeons & Dragons around the old table, throwing dice, telling stories, and creating legacies. My name is Eric, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this chapter of our tale. With me, as always, the crew. On my left, we have...
I'm Katie, playing Ilias Eidolon, an Air Genasi druid who should have learned not to jump into random pools of water, but he'll probably do it again.
I'm Ashley. I'm playing Runa, a Tabaxi fighter. I guess we like water up in the mountains, and getting stuff full of arrows in our quest to kill something that didn't even get us with anything, but maybe I'll get some loot at this town for it. Who's evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And joining us is a special guest.
I'm Megan. I'm playing Liora of the House Darkmantle.
And I'm Bryan. I play Aimon Drevin, the aquatic half-elf bard who honestly hates old hags underwater. They're really obnoxious, really terrible. And same with the hag of the Witch of the Forest. Terrible, terrible people.
So just hags in general?
Yes.
Yeah. What about tree hags? Are those a thing?
Maybe.
Alright.
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll pop up here somewhere.
In that one tree.
Side note, I had a lady at work today, or yesterday, called herself a garbage hag, and I about died laughing. So, anyway. Oh, man, that's good. She hit me that one randomly. I'm Jason. I'm playing Nox, a changeling rogue, and I think I'm currently in my Nox form because I've been hiding and stabbing as much as I can. And I also think hags are hilarious now.
No, you're the
hilarious.
one. You're the one hag at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you are
I am the
hag at the moment.
I am the hag at the moment. I forgot about
We are all giving you dirty looks.
Steal some of her clothes. We're about to go into Teldor.
This
Teardown.
is
My bad.
Chapter 8, Teardown.
Okay.
After dealing with the decrepit Feywood hag, you've all gathered yourself and you've pressed around the cloud of Phasris back towards the Timber Peak path, walking through the night into the wee hours as you have stumbled upon in the distance what Balak has said is Teardown. As you continue to travel, the hours draw late, in dealing with several encounters along the way, once you have, being like the wagon incident, the night hag, the Phasers. You find yourselves approaching the dim light. Strike that. You find yourselves in the dim light of the phosphorescent glow that is emanating from the various Feywood trees, flora and fauna beyond what looks like an overgrown palisade wall, or set of walls. Up ahead, you will be able to see dark elf guards at this overgrown gated entrance to Teardown. One of the guards steps into the center of the road with an outstretched arm signaling for you all to stop, as Balak will come to a halt. Is this a Scooby-Doo moment where everybody just go boom, boom, boom?
Yes, completely, entirely. I run into whoever.
No, the wagon, you're walking.
We let our horses loose.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because of the stupid cloud of Phasris. So we've been walking, carrying a dead body.
Yeah. We stopped for carrying the dead body.
It's been fun.
So the guard who
Yes.
asked or ordered you to stop is going to slowly approach the party as you were in the middle of the street, still carrying a dead body, I'm pretty sure.
Chris.
Okay. And he approaches very slowly with his weapon, or hand on his weapon, as he says, "Knight's blessing, Balak. Vervedro QLR, Dark Mantle? Question mark?" As Balak nods, maybe a little embarrassed at this point, and returns, "Night blessings to you, Vervedro QLR, Dark Mantle." The guard looks over each one of you, kind of circling as if he was going to circle the wagon, like looking around. And he's going to nod to each one of you as he passes.
What's up?
I'll smile at my nice big like fangs on. Yes, don't test me. It's very hard today.
As he looks not necessarily surprised. He will say, so this is the delegation from beyond the Fae? Question mark. As Balak says, yes, and we have traveled a very long way with much to discuss with Queen Darkmantle. After the guard has completed surveying everyone and kind of giving a walk around, he kind of chuckles a bit and he says, but of course, Balak, my apologies. The guard will wave a signal to the guard back at the gate, or the entrance gate, as he is going to shout a phrase in Undercommon. A deep ka-chunk will ring out in the night air as the large, overgrown wooden doors begin to open, granting you entrance into the city. Balak flicks kind of his hands a little bit, motioning for everyone to quickly move as he begins to enter into
Is this stretcher time?
the gates. Yeah, a little bit. I don't
He's
know.
holding a dead body.
Right.
I'm like, ugh.
As you enter in, you will look back once you've crossed over through the gate. You'll look back to see that the gate is going to begin closing. You'll continue to walk following a main path as you begin noticing buildings with elven influence in their architecture. The dark coloring of the buildings are more suitable for the dark elves of Tirdal. As the... not a wagon. Strike that. As you all travel... I wrote this as if we had a wagon. We don't. Improv. As you all continue to travel deeper into the city, you will all begin to notice that it is vibrant with activity. Dark elves are traveling to various places, shopping, performing daily tasks, and some even enjoying entertainment that the city has to offer. Balak is going to look around and say, not what you all expected, is it?
No, not one bit.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to make a map change, Bryan.
All right.
So make sure you change it this
Break
time.
everything.
There we go. You guys, I hope on your screen should see the city of Tirdal and all of its bioluminescent glory.
Oh, fancy.
You are currently down in the southwestern road, which would be the main road.
Southwest.
You're like down there. Ping, ping, ping.
I'm trying to see the ping.
By Jason. Southwest?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Far southwest.
That's the main road as you guys are ending in.
All right.
Several moments will pass as Balak continues walking and leading you down the main path into the heart of Tirdal proper. The atmosphere becomes richer as you exit kind of what you would describe as being a social district, more of a kind of, a lot more entertainment buildings or entertainment features and shops and different things like that.
Who are we trying to find? Dark Mantle, right? Pretty sure it's Dark Mantle.
You begin also noticing large estate compounds that are designated to large gatherings of dark elves. As Balak will state, those are the estate compounds of the various houses. In Dark Elf Society, status is key, or at least it used to be before the attempted coup d'etat. As Balak will nod his head towards the front, all of your eyes are directed towards a massive palace protected by a large wall surrounded by a moat. Just up ahead is the Sect Council Chamber, where various heads of houses meet with the Queen to discuss politics and other matters that impact Tirdal. As Balak continues leading you all down around the southern portion of this massive palace and continues heading east, he will lead you to a significant sized gathering of buildings or compound before not bringing the wagon to a stop. In front of a large stone mansion peeking above a 6-foot-tall vine-covered wall. I will ping it right here.
Okay.
So you guys have maneuvered all the way to that location.
All right. So halfway through the city.
A large patina copper gate. A large patina coppered gates stands before you that is guarded by 2 armored dark elves brandishing colors and markings of this house. You can look at the banner behind the ladies to know what the house banner is. For those of you on YouTube, you can also see that. That is the banner representing House Dark Mantle. Okay, let's see. Back to the story at hand. I lost place. There we go.
Non-existent.
Yes, I got it. Thank you. Baylock is going to look at you all. Well, we have arrived. We are definitely here. Welcome to House Darkmantle, home of the Queen. What would you all like to do at this point?
Do we need to bow to her?
That is a very good question.
I don't know the customs.
Yeah.
It is proper, yes, to acknowledge that she is a queen,
Okay.
as in most other customs.
We usually have queen where it come from, so.
Don't even know my people.
Yeah.
I don't even know my people.
Right. This'll be good. What are we doing with the
Yeah, what are we
Body?
doing with this body? Am I carrying it in there?
No, he will actually signal for the guards. The guards will take the body.
okay, perfect, good.
Stretch out your shoulders.
So the 2 guards that are guarding the gates will take the body off your hands. Once you guys feel confident and ready to move on,
Yes.
we can move on. Okay,
Yes.
just making sure there's no other questions or anything before you enter in. And
Look at you walking through the doors. We're tired.
oh, Balak will say, "You may want to change your appearance, my friend," is what he says to you.
Yes.
Okay. What will I change into? I will change into Claudio.
Okay.
Which is what? Yes.
He is our male human fighter.
Oh, yes. Dressed in all
Dressed
black.
in all black.
Yes.
But actually, I can't change clothes because I would be dressed in hag clothing right now.
So you're a human male dressed in hag's clothing.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Cute.
Can't change.
Yes.
it's an improvement, is what Balak will say.
Kind of dress.
Agatha, the night hag.
Oh. Right. As you all gather, Balak will now move towards the
Nyx.
the gates that were once guarded but are now dealing with the dead body. And he is going to enter into the gates
You're sneaky.
as he looks back.
Didn't mean to.
Following.
Keep following.
Balak will then move past the gates towards the estate. As he approaches the estate's massive wooden double doors, each adorned with golden vines and flowers working to the knotted symbol. He pushes them open wide as he will lead you all into the estate's large foyer. Off to the right are 2 more dark elves, guards, deep in conversation. He continues straight ahead through another set of smaller, yet still massive double doors adorned with the same golden vines. Entering this long, narrow room, you will notice a blank wall to everyone's right, and a female dark elf of mid-years painting a mural on the wall to the left. The mural is only half finished, but you can tell from the sketchings on the wall that the completed work is going to be a colorful fey forest like the one the party has been traveling through. This one has rays of sunshine breaking through, which seems odd for dark elves from whom
I'm doing great.
which seems odd for dark elves who enjoy the dark. There we go. I can read, sort of. The ceiling is a mosaic of beautiful stained glass made to look like the thick fey forest canopy, also with rays of sunshine coming through. The floor is a beautiful mosaic pattern much like the ceiling, but instead of glass, it appears to be made of some kind of natural stones or gems. Its image depicts a winding dirt path through the forest. Off to the side of this path appears to be all the natural flora and fauna of the Fey Forest in all their phosphorescent wonder. This room is sparsely furnished with only a large throne made of woven branches at the far end. As Balak looks ahead, as Balak leads everyone further through this room, beyond the throne to another room, I can't remember already. As Balak leads you all further through this room, beyond the throne to another set of identical wooden doors already wide open to the next room. As you enter this room, larger than the last, is a very similar large atrium. Only in this room, the dirt and grass and flora and fauna are real, not just works of art. At the doorway, the mosaic dirt path transitions to a real dirt path, winding all the way through this room and ending in a loop around a large stone well in the far right corner. In the center of the room are two half-moon-shaped settee lounges with canopies draped in fine silks facing each other. They look like an inviting spot for relaxation or conversation. Here sits a female dark elf reading a book, and across from the well, in the far left corner, is an intricately woven wooden trellis carved with vines and dark purple velvety flowers. Within the trellis is a life-size wooden statue of a female elf. Her long braided hair and long flowing regal gown indicate some kind of notability. In front of the trellis is a large wrought iron tea table and chairs with an assortment of papers spread out on the table. Gesturing to that wrought iron table is a dark elf female in a fine silk gown covered by black leather armor. Her long white hair is pulled back in various twists and braids, ending mid-waist. The faded black and gold war paint smearing her face are accented by gold piercings in her nose and ears. Standing beside her at the wrought iron table, in a tense conversation, is a dark elf guard, whose attire seems more regal than the others. I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Let's see how tonight's gonna go.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
16 and 6.
23.
7.
14.
Okay, so Nox and let's see, Ilias and Runa will all notice kind of what's taking place a little bit more intricately or detailed at the wrought iron table, as Aimon is just overwhelmed by
The fact that we're inside but outside, but inside but outside.
there you go. The three of you will notice that there is a map of the Twisted Timbers with various markings and symbols. A piece of parchment with Royal Syndicate seal on it. There is various other pieces of parchment which looks like they have different writings and such on it. There appear to be 2 removed patches that have a spider symbol on them. The same symbol that represents this house that's on the wall behind the ladies. And there's a leather-bound book also laying on the table. As this conversation is taking place between the 2 dark elves, Balak will clear his throat, draw attention from the 2 dark elves, obviously bantering in Undercommon, which none of you understand. The room draws silent as Balak announces, "Forgive me, my queen. May I introduce to you the Royal Syndicate delegation." He will give a subtle bow as we bring to the table the queen. Take it away, queen.
Well, the conversation will stop instantly. Kind of, look up and just say, "Oh, welcome to Tier Dome. We're sort of expecting you, not so quickly."
We'll continue this conversation later, as the male elf will kind of like take his leave abruptly. move past you. Maybe shoulder checking Nox.
Okay.
Just a light brush.
This is a brand new robe.
He will not reply. He will continue to walk.
Oh, hello, Your Majesty. Oh, it is an honor to be here. Yes, apologies on us arriving as late and / early as we did. We ran into some issues along the way.
I don't know. Something fell behind Jason. Okay.
Just like fluttered down.
What time of day is it?
It's night.
Yeah.
Which is
like
day
late
for you.
night.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so midday, but I'm
So like, yeah, exactly.
It was quite a eventful time getting here. But now that we are here, how may we assist?
Well, I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Not
I
at
know the
all.
forest can be
Not at all.
fun.
And he's sitting there like,
A little bit more. We killed someone. A hag.
2 hags. Killed
What?
2 hags.
I thought
Keep
we
your
left the
city
other
safe.
one.
Fantastic.
You may have assisted in
No,
defeating
I'm pretty
the
sure I like
individual
killed
known
myself
as the
twice
Witch of
to
the
kill
Woods.
Oh yeah.
I believe is what they went by. We're not entirely sure. It was a fairly powerful hag, but
That would not be the Witch of the Woods.
oh, okay, yeah.
There will be lots of murmured cursing from Bruna.
Well,
But I'm glad you got the hag.
still pain.
Yes.
So you're familiar with this hag?
I mean, I know they're out there.
Okay. I was trying to get a sense of, the Witch of the West, if,
I don't go out there and deal with them myself.
like, power level. Like, we took the hag so we can take the witch, or, like, haha, the witch eats the hags for breakfast.
Well, they call her the witch, but she's not really like a witch.
Huh.
She's an old druid
Oh,
that lives out in the forest.
Neat.
there we go.
Anyway, we've contacted the syndicate. There's a lot going on in the surrounding areas that we could use some assistance with. And as you brought up the witch, we think she can help, but we need your help to go and talk to her.
Oh.
So,
Is she not, well accepting of visitors?
yes and no. She's had some bad experiences with us and tends to not like our kind. So, therefore, she kind of refuses to help. But I think she's the only one knowledgeable enough to answer some of our questions. So if we could get someone else to come help us, I would be willing to provide mounts.
That would
That would be good.
most useful, as we had to abandon ours when we came across a large, giant phosphorescent fog on our way here. Yellow fog, very seemed poisonous, coming up from underground.
Oh no, it was spouting from trees. Underneath the trees. Like,
Yeah,
Fog machine in
last
the
Runa,
tree.
yeah, it was coming out of like a hollow of a tree.
Hollow tree,
Yeah.
underground.
Correct.
Same thing, really.
chimney stack, or
Yeah.
There's new problems arising every day that we don't fully understand yet. That's a new one.
Lovely.
Do we know where this witch is?
I guess you guys don't have a map. She would be in the...
There's one on the wall?
South.
somewhere, right?
It was on the table.
like not on our wall, but on in the.
But she would
game.
not necessarily show you
Oh, okay.
that one in particular.
Oh. Okay.
She lives in the southeast corner of the woods near the lake.
Okay. Southeast.
Is the lake towards the north? Or do we go back south?
The southeast.
So we came from the southwest. We
Okay.
now go southeast. Instead of just
Oh, I don't have the name.
waiting.
Linda Lake.
Linda Lynn.
She lives on the edge of the woods near the lake. In the southeast corner.
What else can you tell us about the witch? I assume she doesn't want to be called just by witch.
As far as I know, she's kind of an outcast. Just likes to be alone. Living her druid life, and she's not necessarily. She doesn't hate strangers, but she doesn't welcome them either. But she's very knowledgeable.
I have an uncle that's like that.
Uncle Moon.
And with a lot of the issues we have going on with plant life, I think that she may have the only answers to help us move forward.
Apologies. Issues with plant life?
We've had a lot of some of our outer towns houses. We have some houses that are in outer towns.
Yep.
Such as one second. Which I gave him all my notes and now I don't have them. One of them has a lot of our crops are being poisoned, and we don't know how. It's got to be coming from underground somehow. In one of them, our water supply is going bad. We've had a lot of night raids coming up from underground.
What's doing the raiding? Are they creatures or?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm imagining it's the betrayers, which we have also run into.
The betrayers.
Yes.
What do you mean?
The outcasts that were exiled and that's just what that's what Balok referred to them as. Apologies if there's another term. It's another group of dark elves. We also
Well, I used to have, quite a few years ago, a very close friend, and our views on things did not quite align. And she has taken off, and I think that a lot of these attacks are coming from her and her following.
The betrayers. That's what you'll hear Balok say.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. Alright, so step 1, find the Witch of the Forest. Do you know what their name is by chance? Because
I do, but I do not have it written down.
Oh, that's a fail.
I told you, I gave you all my
It has
notes.
been lost to time.
Can you ask God a question?
I think it was Celestia.
Celestia.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty sure.
I knew it started with the C. I just.
Yeah, that's it.
Celestia. Okay, good to know. As Druid said, probably not the best to say, "Hey, witch, we need your help."
No, I don't think she prefers to be called that.
Does she look similar to our druid friend or a different druid friend?
I believe she's human.
She is.
So, just a human druid.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Fun. Great. Love it.
It's close enough to this one.
His hair's just gonna like float a little bit.
He said,
You all look very similar to me.
I have not seen one such as
Irritosity.
you.
Human. This is just gonna point at us.
Yeah, I mean, we're just
What a calf elf.
slightly different tints, but all very
Okay, fair.
Sir DM,
Yeah,
question.
sure.
Do I sense anything coming from this well? We've heard stories and
Sensing
tales
magic.
of wells of, fonts of magic
Yeah,
that come to be known as wells and well springs.
yeah.
Is this by chance one?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Thank you.
I would also like to do that.
That's really good. 17 plus 4 for 21.
It's stuck. Can you reroll?
It's cocked.
Yes.
Does everybody agree?
I don't know. I
Do you
can't
want
see.
to look? It's literally there's a line on top.
Okay, you can reroll. You can reroll.
And what's worse? 14.
I would say that examining this well, you feel as if it is just a well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would
raid
just.
my
good
well.
question.
You're trying to raid my well?
No, we're just looking at it. It's a neat
We're
well.
just really thirsty.
Like
It's
your
been a
well.
long hike.
Oh, speaking of that, she'll take a pouch off her belt and hand it over to whoever is closest.
Probably I'm on.
Probably
Yes, hi, yes. Oh, sure.
And
He's the
she will
shortest. He's coming in
say,
front.
and she will say, thanks for coming, and hopefully can help you on your journey, as well as some provided lodging, that we would be happy to provide.
That would be most fantastic. It was a journey.
nice, like. Who was?
Oh yeah, I have a plan with those.
Yeah. I have a point of exhaustion. Half dead. Great.
Same.
So yes. Pouch. What is
It's a leather pouch, black leather pouch.
coin?
It's hefty,
Feels-
yes. It jingles.
Perfect. Yes, this is much appreciated. Well,
Time?
Let's say, will provisions, such as like food before nap time, also be provided? Or
We
where
can have a selection sent to where you'll be staying.
that would be wonderful.
Will we have a guide to this lake?
DM.
Doing it ourselves.
Yes, Balak. She would offer Balak to take you there.
Okay, we
He's
have a
kinda
guy
rough.
Balak's like.
So when you looked at
do
me,
you
he's
want a
like,
different one?
"Yes, I will guide you."
Thanks, Balak. You're the best.
I'm gonna clap him on the back, like, "Yay, we get to spend more time together."
Yay!
He's like, great.
Oh, he reaches in his pocket and he walks up to the queen. He bows. He hands her a piece of parchment. The piece of parchment is a letter from the southern outpost that was written by Malik. If you guys remember.
Yes.
Perfect. This will... We've talked off screen on this. We know what it is. You're going to... You'll be kind of surprised on it, and then you'll need to find a way to get it to the dark elf that just left, that you were in conversation with. So there's two things. You can either have Balak take it to him, or you can excuse yourself and proceed to
take it to him.
Okay. So she will, being the queen, Liora will excuse herself for a moment, and she takes this piece of parchment that was handed over from Balak from Malik and the Southern Outpost. As you all kind of sit here, kind of.
Every time you do a weird
Okay,
bow,
here's the
like,
question.
you're
Here's the
weirdly
question.
trying to mimic you.
Did you want to come back to further conversations?
I think before I leave, I would ask if anybody has anything else they need,
There you go.
or any further questions, or I'll be here all night.
Sorry.
Are we to bring
I'm here all night.
the Celestia back here?
Ah, yes, information gathering or people
Um,
gathering?
That's a
I
good
don't-
question.
To be honest, I don't think she would come back with you. Just answers would be good.
Okay.
Unless she's just hell-bent on coming back with you.
Okay.
But I don't think she will.
Try. My persuasion is terrible.
Yeah, I can be quite convincing when necessary.
Charm person.
Are there,
I'm not
outside of
persuasive.
course, the questions of some of the weirdness that you're experiencing in the woods, are there any other specific questions that you would wish to ask?
I'm mostly just concerned about my people and
Can she do anything to assist?
can she go and assist? If there's anything further the syndicate is looking for, then that's on. I don't know. That's on your group.
The syndicate looking for questions?
No. We are strictly here to assist you in whatever we may do in fostering a future growing, budding relationship. Yes, I think.
Sure.
Well,
Something, Leyline, something?
Yes, we will be going, my lady. Yes.
Is there a place you'd like me to set them up, my queen? Is what Balak will ask.
There is, and we picked it out, and you wrote it down.
See, it's not easy doing my job. It's not easy doing my job. I barely can do my job. Yes, I believe it was. Let's see. It is up here. It is the former house Swift Shadow, if I remember.
Former house.
Yes.
Right.
I will take them there. As far as mounts, did you guys agree on mounts? Was that was kicked
Yes.
around too?
I
Yes,
said I would
mounts.
provide mounts out of the.
The menagerie.
Royal
Yeah, that
States.
Would you prefer to pick your mounts after a long rest and feeding, or would you
Yes.
prefer? Okay, I will take you to your lodgings and where you can get comfortable and get rest, and then you can find me. Just follow me. That's what I'll say.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right,
Don't
so
please this.
Queen will take that piece of parchment at this point that she has clutched in her hand. She excuses herself. Balak will gather you. He will lead you out into, or out of the compound, the Dark Mantle compound, which you guys are currently in, and he will lead you north, and then he will cut back, heading northeast or more east than north, but in the general direction. He will bring you into a smaller, more quaint compound that was, he explains, this was once one of the houses to a group of dark elves known as Swift Shadow. They no longer reside here, as they have followed the ones you had referred to, as they are now labeled betrayers. I believe that was what it was.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah. If you want to know what she looks like, she had a portrait done by a great artist, Megan, which you can find her on the coffee shop there.
Nice.
That is Queen Liora.
See, look, you're all just different shades of blue-gray.
All right, so this compound looks a little bit, I don't want to say desolate, but it's vacated. You can definitely tell it's not been used in quite some time. It's maintained. There's one large kind of palace and two smaller houses that would be considered a mansion, but much smaller than kind of the palace. This one right here, which I'm pinging, is going to be the one in which Balak is going to reside in. So whenever you guys are ready and after your long rest, you can come find him. He'll be there. He can lead you to the menagerie so you can collect the mounts you wish to collect. He will take you into the palace and he will escort you around. It's cold and dark because it's not in use. There is a few dark mantle kind of like butlers or servants, I guess you would say, that kind of help maintain the property. So they are there. They will kind of escort you and show you around. It's got plenty of rooms, dozens upon dozens of rooms that are fairly lush and opulent, if you will. So you have your kind of pick of the litter. They will start preparing food for you if you want food. Like if you're ready to eat something now, if you want to eat in the morning, you let them know what you kind of want, and they will take care of your needs. So the four of you are there with the head. I don't want to call him a servant. What do I call him? Like a
Butler?
Sure, we'll call him Butler. Maitre d' now? That's Butler. Okay, fine. You're Mr. Mr. Dark Elvidir. Yeah,
Go.
that's it. It's canon. Mr. Dark Elvidir. Yes. What can I do for you?
Alright.
Food, meat.
You guys are tired. It is very late in the morning. One of you has an exhaustion point.
Two of us have
Two of us.
exhaustion
Two of us
points.
have an exhaustion point.
At least. Yes, A, B, C, D, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hey! I'm
Okay.
taking that room.
Sure. They'll lead you to a room, second floor, just off the opulent, kind of grandiose set of stairs that lead up to the second floor.
I did.
It's very dark in there. They have drapes that have been drawn. It is clean, and it has an oversized, very plush bed, probably like a king-size bed. Very dark purples, reds, grays, blacks as a decor. You will see kind of a similar spider symbol. As you all notice, every one of these compounds or houses have a spider symbol worked into their kind of house symbol, I guess you would say. This one will be a spider that has perched on top of a heart, and there's a shadow that's kind of cast underneath the heart and spider. If that makes sense, hopefully.
Creepy as hell.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Just ring the bell if you need anything, and he will show you kind of like a pull rope. You can pull and it'll ring the bell.
Thank you very, very much. That is most gracious. But I doubt I'll need anything.
Well, that's good. And he will leave.
Yeah.
Take his leave. The rest of you, what do you guys want? You all still standing there? You
Following
wanna-
him to the kitchens.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I also picked a random room.
Okay, so he will show you your random room. We'll say that his companion, who kind of helps take care of the property, will lead Runa to the kitchen. This is going to be like...
She's getting a little hangry.
It's kind of like Beauty and the Beast kitchen, or the dining area. It's like very dark and not very vibrant yet.
Like home.
And
So it's probably
she
bigger than my kitchen at home.
will be like, if you will have a seat, I can bring you something. What sounds good to you?
I want to say some, like, manna, but...
Some what?
like manna.
We have vegetables and fruit.
Anything with a bit more iron in it?
We have iron. We can prepare it in iron skillets for iron deficiency. If you want more iron. Beads of sweat. No meat. I
Okay.
feel like Gorath from season 1.
You're like a red meat.
Give me your heartiest vegetable.
Bountiful spread. Okay, we'll do. So she will escort herself away. You have a seat at this very large table that's very vacant and kind of dark and gloomy in here. We'll flash to Elias as you have your room. You're being presented your room as Mr. Dark Elvidir says, and this is your quarters. Not as opulent as your friends, but still very nice as he opens it up, and it's a queen-size bed. It's plenty of lavish things, very comfortable looking. Here's the rope if you need some assistance or something I can help you with, and he points to it. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nope.
Goodbye.
I'm okay. Nope.
He will leave and escort himself out. What are you going to be doing, though?
I just need my room.
Oh. Follow me, as Mr. Dark Elvidir leads you down the hallway He puts you in a very comfortable room. This one has a full-size bed to it, but it also has a separate den where you can do studies and things. This was one of the master's chambers. There's some unique things inside of there. We haven't quite collected and went through them all. Feel free, is what he'll say.
All right.
Here's the bell, the rope for the bell. If you need it, just pull it.
I will.
I hope you
collect
don't.
Fine things. I got this nice robe off the road.
It's... Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very good, sir.
Good
Very
evening to
nice
you.
room.
He will escort himself out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start snooping.
Okay. So inside the room is fairly standard bedroom, but the den is where kind of the intricacies lie. There's a nice desk in there. There's a collection of books in there that look like they've been cleaned but not touched. You rummage through the desk a little bit. You really don't find any like interesting thing other than like an inkwell, some blank parchment, maybe an empty journal it could be written in. That's about what you got so far from the naked eye.
Is there a portrait of anything of the old master or anything like
Give me a
that?
perception.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you will find a painting. It's actually been covered up to preserve, kind of, keep it protected from dust and dirt and light or whatever. So you kind of snoop behind it, look and pull it, and there's a big, probably, 4 foot tall, 3 foot wide portrait painting of this very real looking dark elf.
Well, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna snoop for clothes, maybe find a book to read.
There's a few clothes left in the armoire in the bedroom. They look very noble. There's several books to read, for sure. Mostly works of fiction.
I guess that steals all your clothes.
I will just
Take anything.
I'm just gonna take a set of fine clothing,
Okay.
and I'll just start just finding it.
That's what I'm waiting for. Is just tomorrow morning we have this nice regal dark elf that comes down.
Just scares the shit out of all the servants.
No, I'm good. That's it.
Okay. So we flash back to Runa as this huge cornucopia of fruits and vegetables is splayed on the table before you. This is what we have.
It smells very delicious.
Here, this one here. She holds up this very strange purplish looking fruit vegetable. This one contains quite a bit of iron, and she kind of shoves it like right at your face.
Thanks.
It smells atrocious. It smells very earthy.
I'm used to earthy things.
Okay, there we go.
Have you ever had to spend the night in a hut with a bunch of mushing dogs? I've got a lot of earthy smells in there.
I don't know what mushing dogs are, is what she said.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Enjoy, and she kind of fades off into the darkness.
Alright, I'm gonna full force take a huge bite. How does this vegetable taste?
It tastes like yams, like raw uncooked yams. Very earthy.
Can I at least taste the iron and maybe pretend like anything?
You taste the iron. It tastes like a mouthful of pennies, that's for sure. Coppery.
I'm just gonna pretend like that penny taste is like a nice hunk of like goat leg
Yay.
and
Yeah.
grimace as I chew.
Goat never tasted so good. Okay, so you will...
Probably make my way through a good majority of it because I'm not satisfied because there's no meat.
Right.
And I don't think I've had meat for a while.
Are there any mushrooms?
There are some mushrooms in there.
Do they look like my mushroom friends?
Make a perception check.
I don't know if I want to succeed on this or fail this. Nat 20.
You
Please don't be
do
my
see
friends.
a couple of them
Please don't be my friends.
that look like they have sad faces.
No!
And they've been steamed.
Nice.
So yeah.
Maybe those would taste like meat.
They might have
Because
more
they're
iron.
sentient.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, she comes back and kind of like out of nowhere, just this voice out of the darkness and just kind of into the light.
Be like, those little ones that look like they've kind of got little faces,
Yes.
are they the little native
Delicious.
ones that that chirping
They're delicious.
are so nice.
Here, you should try one. And she holds one up to you. They only squeal a little bit when you bite into them.
Is it not dead yet?
It's steamed.
I'm so sorry, little friend.
It doesn't move. Its color is very pale. It's very soft and squishy for sure. Nothing happens other than you might push your finger through it a little bit.
Oh no! Oh god! Your claw just goes into it.
Okay, alright. That would break my little heart. But, you know what? I'm still gonna take a bite of it.
Yeah? It's
Just so I know.
It kind of like
it tastes like meat.
Yeah, it tastes. It's a very
Damn it,
hearty,
this is the only meat I'm getting.
a hearty kind of meaty taste. It kind of bursts in your mouth a little bit. You know, after the first bite, it's pretty good. It's that tough exterior.
Yep. You know that whole goat leg mental image I was going with? Yep, that's what I'm going with this too.
Yeah. I'm glad you like them.
You're just
Enjoy.
crying.
Actually, I hate them. Don't ever make them ever again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No, it's fine. Just so you know, I don't think any of my companions will like them either. In fact, I think maybe you should just never cook them again.
Give me a persuasion check. We consider these delicacies here.
Ah, yes. With my +2 to persuasion, it's a 9.
Okay, we will never prepare them ever again. And she just fades off like, okay.
You know what? What's my insight? Crap, I have a high insight. Damn it. I know she's lying to pacify me.
Oh yeah, you definitely know. She makes it obvious. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, well, once I've eaten probably like 2 persons worth of food. Oh, do we have like wine?
Sorry. 2 mushrooms. Yeah, they'll serve you up with some wine.
Mushrooms
Very
are not
dark,
food.
dark red wine. They will have
If she comes out with a nice goblet, I'll be like, any mead?
we do have some mead.
Ooh, wonderful.
Yes, honeysuckle mead is what you're saying.
Honeysuckle, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of that from some of the summer territories.
I will get you some from the reserves.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
She will fetch you some. When she returns, she
Slowly
will.
pick up another mushroom thing.
As you go to do it, you see its eye go. It's not quite dead yet.
It's a goat.
And it goes. And you bite on it. Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm so happy. I said to the mushrooms. I'm so happy.
This is like torture life. I know, right?
So we'll bring back the honeysuckle mead. It is actually really good, to the point where you can feel the effect after at least a pint worth. Like she brings it, but it's one of those ones that slaps you in the face. Like before you know, you try to stand up, but like, okay.
Oh
yeah.
great! I'm drunkenly eating my little mushroom friends.
Still sobbing.
Right?
No, actually openly
Next
sobbing.
time she walks in the room, openly sobbing, still drinking, but munching on the little mushroom.
Anything else? Anybody want to do anything else?
You hear some sobs from the
Downstairs.
Just echoing through the
I'm so sorry, but you
okay.
taste so good. They don't have enough meat here.
Right.
I would like to do a short look around
Sure.
the room.
Sure.
That's a 22 for perception.
So, at first glance, this room looks pretty blasé, pretty boring, standard room. Then you get snooping around a little bit and you find that there's something between the mattress. You just kind of run your hand along the edge and you stick your hand in there, because when you sat on it or whatever to test out, it felt a little lumpy. You're going to pull out a journal, a book. The book is locked. The lock looks pretty intricate.
Okay.
Ooh, damn it.
Book of Locks.
How to unlock a lock.
How to lockpick. Master level.
It's probably about 3 inches thick. Pretty hefty book.
I just, for that reason, I should have rolled that with disadvantage, shouldn't I?
I did break it.
Because of the exhaustion. Okay, try it again. We'll just wreck on it. We can do what we want here.
Go better. No. That's 13.
That's good. 12. 12 was the number. So you're
Okay,
good.
that's what I was anyway.
You got it.
I'm
If
gonna,
only you knew a rogue.
I'm gonna look at it, decide that's a later problem, and shove it in my bag.
Okay. And that's about what you got in your room.
And then I'm going to call on the bed.
Perfect.
And pass out.
Does anybody else want to do anything else?
I'm just passing out.
All right. So at this point, I'm assuming everybody goes to the room. Runa, you'll be taken to yours or assigned a room. It will
Drunkenly
be...
stumbling up the stairs.
Yes, Mr. Dark Elvidir will help you.
Mr. Dark Elvidir, you are so
Yes.
very nice.
Oh, thank you very much.
But I need to tell you that I hate that you have the mushrooms, but I love the mushrooms.
They're so good. They really are.
But they're my friends. They
Oh,
don't do
a lot of people think that, but it's okay.
Is it Mr. Dark Elvidir?
Well, you're not cooking them; you're just eating them. The painful part is when they squelch when they go into the boiling water,
I didn't need to know that, Mr. Dark Elvidir.
like lobsters.
I go back to sobbing for 20
Here,
seconds.
have some more honeysuckle beans.
Thanks.
So you're led to a room with a much smaller, probably like a twin size bed. It's very cozy, very comfy. He will have already probably lit a little fire in the little tiny fireplace in there to kind of keep you warm or whatever. He tucks you in because you're lightly intoxicated, and he says, "Over here's the bell. It's much too far to get out of the bed and get, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Just pull on it if you need assistance." Or if you want more mushrooms. Good night, and he will leave.
What kind of mushrooms?
And you guys will all get your long rest in, so you can long rest, you can lose those exhaustion points, and at this point, you guys can level up, too. Just so you know.
Again?
Ooh,
Yeah.
so level 6.
Did you level up the last episode? No.
Fairly
It's-
recent.
I mean, it was fairly recent when we
It's been a
leveled up,
it's
but
been
it
a couple
wasn't-
episodes, I thought.
I guess, because we're only 5.
Because you didn't level up. Did you level up at the Night Hag? Which was
No.
yeah. This is counting for that, and yeah, come on, note taker. You should have.
Level up.
What was that?
This was
Giant thing,
before we went to help the village. This last.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
It's about right. I have it in my notes. I'm trying to keep track on roughly when you guys should hit your mark. We're doing more of a story than XP, kind of like with a story point or a plot point.
Milestone.
Milestone.
There you go. That's kind of what I'm working with here.
Alright.
So don't wait, just wait to level up. I don't want to bore everybody with it.
Okay.
Just listening. So the next morning will come. You guys can level up. Next.
Break.
Yep, break time. Next morning will come up. You guys are fully rested. You guys will be presented with a full spread of like eggs, different variations of breads, fruits, some vegetables, plenty of mushrooms. So you'll have a good breakfast, and you guys will finish your breakfast, and Balak will probably at this point enter into the room enter into the the dining area where you guys are, so that he can have breakfast as well. He asks you about the mount, if you're ready to go get your mounts, or what your plans are, so he can make, like, if you guys don't want to specifically do something.
I got nothing planned. Anybody else?
Now that I've had a full night's sleep and have breakfast off my hangover, want to search around my little room and see if there's anything fun.
Okay. So then you guys see Runa be like, hold that thought. Run real quick. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Hell.
Can I play with the ley lines while she's doing it?
Yeah.
Play with the ley lines.
At the dining room table.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Just rotate a bit.
You know. Perception. Plus it. 15.
Snooping around your room, you really don't see too much that catches your interest. Looks like it's the basic room.
Very soft bed though.
It is a very comfortable bed for sure.
8.
So you levitate, you cast it, you attempt to tie into the ley lines. You do get this kind of a sensation from the ley lines. Go ahead and roll me a. Let's see. Roll me a d8. And who is still at the table watching this? Nice. Okay, I just want to make sure.
7.
Oh, cool. When you have this very sharp pain that surges through your temples, creating almost like an instant migraine. Your levitation drops. You will tumble into your chair. The chair will get knocked over. You fall to the floor.
Ow.
When you go to say "ow," you don't say "ow." All you see is these pink bubbles that go out of her mouth or out of his mouth. Sorry.
Dang it! I can't believe I'm missing this.
What the hell?
Gestures like, I don't know.
If he speaks, that's what comes out.
Start poking
well, this is
bubbles. I'm just saying random shit to poke bubbles.
Can I please walk in on the room?
Yeah, absolutely. You will see this transpiring. You will see Ilias stand. Bubbles comes out of his mouth when he tries
That's
to
an
say
interesting
something.
new spell. Bubble making?
What would be better is like every time you pop the bubble, like a different word came out.
He was just cursing in multiple languages.
Okay.
This will last for a minute. After a minute, you'll be able to speak again.
Well then.
I don't know. I was trying to play with ley lines. Don't recommend.
I'll wait.
Kind
For
of
now.
hurt my head a little bit.
Yeah, I'll wait for now.
Yep.
So, ready to get the mounts and head to find the nice, lovely, wicked witch of the east, apparently?
The
Southeast.
nice
Southeast.
druid, nice druid lady. We
Yes.
call her a witch.
Celestia. Celestia. Alright.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's
so-
roll out.
Finishing up the morning routine, you have your breakfast, popping bubbles, searching rooms. You will gather with Balak. Balak is going to begin to lead you out of the palace you guys are residing in. And this right here is where we're going to stop this chapter of our tale. So tune in every Friday when we reveal a new episode of Creating Grin. Watch us on YouTube and check us out. Subscribe on various podcast platforms. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye!